Good. Happy Thursday. It's your chief visionary, Natasha Davis, here for a day in the life of business live. And it has been an amazing week for those that are keeping up with me. You guys know I got to hang out with my matriarch, right? I got to hang out with her, and I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with your family as well. Well, you know what time it is. It is Thursday. It's a day in the life of business live, and we're going to dissect the good, the bad, the ugly, and the possible in business. We're going to talk about some things, and I'm going to put something on the table all of us have been a part of or participated in, but some of us won't say it out loud, right? But we're going to talk about that today. It's business time, and I want to encourage you to invite someone to come hang out with us. Let them know that the Chief Visionary is live. We're on LinkedIn, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook and Instagram. Much love. Thank you for hanging out with me. And you guys know what time it is. You know what time it is. Even though we're about business, we got to have a little bit of fun. We got to loosen up a little bit. It's been a full week. And who says that you cannot have a little bit of fun in business? Did they lie? Yes, they did. So let's get into it. We're going to get ready to have a good time. Listen to some music because I like music. And then we're going to get into the business, right? Okay. All right. You know, I like to get back. You know, they call it Throwback Thursday. So I like to play that old school music that we don't get to hear all the time, right? And it makes you do weird dances, right? The good dances. Come on, guys. Hey, you. What you doing? What you doing? Let's go. All right. You can have a party all by yourself. You don't need all them people. Music is good for your soul. So wherever you are, just get into it. Do a little bit of shoulder moves. If you got the hips, throw a hip in there. Just throw it in there. It's Thursday, guys. So let's have some fun before we jump into business, because it's a beautiful thing to be able to serve people on a higher level with your gifts and your talents. So why not dance about it? What? Get out of my what? Who's singing this? All right, let's see. Do you know who sings this? Drop it in the chat room. If you know who sings this, drop it in the chat room. Throw a hit. I know that's right. Look, whether you're driving or you're standing up, you're waiting for a meeting, or you're about to get into something, just throw a hit. Bam. Bam. You know what? If you got to be discreet with it, just use your lips. Come on, guys. Dance with me. We are going to dissect some good things today in my business lab. All right. Who knows about having that plan B? All right. Now, we got to be careful with them plan Bs. We're going to talk about the reality of having a plan B. It'll actually kill your success. What? Yes, baby. Let's go. Let's go. You got a shoulder move for me? Get a shoulder move. Get a shoulder move. What you saying? What you saying? Let's go. Get out of my dreams. And what I want you to do, get into my car. All right, now. You guys know the song? What's up, Instagram? Much love. Hey, LinkedIn. Hey, Facebook. How you doing, YouTube? It's your chief visionary, Natasha Davis. We are in the business lab today, dissecting the good, the bad, the ugly, and the possible in business. But before we get in the lab, we got to loosen up. Get the adrenaline going. Get the endorphins going, right? Get the brain juices going. It's been a full week. And you know what? For those that had a rough week, this is a perfect time to loosen up. Oh, and for those that forgot to get your cardio in, let's get it. All right, guys. Listen, are y'all ready? We got to get to work. We got to get to work. We got to get to work. You know what time it is. We about to jump into the business lab. Let's get into the business lab, people. Let's get into the business lab, people. Let's get into it. How you doing, Instagram? What's good? How you doing? Hello. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you continue to get value from the information that I'm sharing with you. So don't just sit here and consume it. I want you to use it. Implement, baby, implement. I want you to implement. All right. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on in business, and especially with respect to the climate that we are all in and we're coming out of, right? We're coming out of. You know that there were a lot of people that got hit really, really, really hard with the pandemic. We know that. Some people survived it. Some people did not survive it, unfortunately, for many different reasons. However, one of the things that I wanted to put on the table today that we need to really look into is whenever we have a plan, we have to have one focus. Hashtag intentional focus, baby. Hashtag intentional focus. We have to have one plan. We need to be going in a direction. Now, we can take different routes, but we need to be going to one direction, one place, one destination. And one of the things that I have witnessed in the past year with the clients that I've worked with, they tend to have a lot of extra plans. They had a plan B, they had a plan C, D, they done went all the way down to Z. They done had all these plans. And here's what I want to say. Those plans will be very, very, very distracting. One of the things I tell people is having a plan B will be the death of all success. It'll be the death of all success. If you have a plan B, that means you have a way out. Come on. Let's talk about it. Okay. You can't have plan Bs because plan Bs, Cs, and Ds in business, they give you an alternative, a way out. So when it gets a little rough, and it will, right? When it gets a little rocky, and it will, when you are at your wit's end, for my kingdom kids, when you out in the wilderness, right? When you're in the wilderness, if you have a way out, then you won't find a way in. You won't lean all the way in. You won't find the alternatives to fix the problem. You'll see the issue or the problem, the challenge, and you will just jump ship. What's that where they say burn the ships? When we get to our destination, strike a match, burn them ships. You don't have a way out. You need to make it work. And when you make the commitment or the decision first, you make the decision and you say, I'm going to venture into entrepreneurship. I'm going to venture into business, right? You have to then grow into that place to make the commitment to see it all the way through, right? That's like, you don't say, yay, let's have a baby. Then you get pregnant, then you have the baby, and then you decide, so wait, I can't do what I want when I want. Oh, never mind. That's not the plan. You can't do that. The plan was to what? Have a baby, raise that baby all the way. So when you make that decision, you need to go all the way in. Okay. So the plan B is going to be the greatest death of your success. If you are trying to be a successful business owner, if you are looking to scale and have a very successful business, you cannot have a plan B. The only plan you have is an A plan, and that A plan is supposed to be firm. Now, I'm not saying that you can't take an alternative route, but so for example, one of the things I talk about in my new book, 25 Valuable Golden Nuggets to Start, Stabilize, or Scale Any Business, I talk about having a plan B. And golden nugget number 25 clearly tells you, even though there's times where you are going to be faced with a little bit of opposition or struggle, it is not for you to completely jump ship and say, oh, this isn't working. Right? I think that what I was planning, God doesn't want me to do it because it's not working. There's a difference between I'm going after something that's not working and okay, it's working, but I'm hitting opposition. No one ever said that having a business was going to be easy. Yes, it's rewarding. Yes, it is fulfilling because you're now using your gifts and your talents and you're serving the masses, right? You're helping more people get what they want. Here's where the disconnect is. When it shows up a little bit of fight, a little bit of struggle, we got folk that want to jump ship. That's not business. That's not business. So when you're thinking about looking at the business, have a very clear, structured plan A. When you want to walk in the shoes of entrepreneurship, sometimes them shoes get a little tight. Sometimes they get a little tight, right? But you got to adjust. You know, ladies, when we wear those heels, they look cute in the store. And we've already committed and we purchased them and then we put them on and we out in these streets, and them shoes, they tight. Well, you can't just take them off and walk barefoot into a meeting or walk around barefoot up and down the streets, right? You're going to have to work through it. But now you'll know I need to make some adjustments. Now your goal was still to have cute shoes. That's still the plan, to have some cute shoes to look put together. So I say that, and I say it all jokingly, but you guys understand where I'm going and where I am with this. That is the main thing. You definitely have to focus on the plan A. What are we doing? What are we not doing? And whenever it gets a little rough and rocky, here's a key. Don't keep looking for a way out. That cannot be your first thought. Don't keep looking for a way out. You have to look for a way into the solution, a way into the success, a way in. You got to look for a way in. Don't go automatically looking for what? A way out. So business takes more than, I have this great idea. And let me tell you something, when you start growing, when you move from the start phase and then you move to the stabilized phase, that's one growth factor. You're going to have different mountains, different things you're going to have to address when you shift from start to stabilize. Then when you're shifting from stabilized to scale of a business, you got different mountains that you have to deal with. They're larger, they're more complex, they require more resources sometimes, and they require a higher level of wisdom in order to deal with that. Because let me tell you this, I promise you, the mountains that you'll deal with in the start phase are very different than the mountains you're dealing with as you're scaling, right? Business will never stay the same. You know, if you go from, all right, Cheesecake Boutique, I see you, baby, I see you. Thank you for joining me. If you go from one location in start phase, that's one issue. But then you want to scale and now you have 4 and 5 locations. You got different mountains that you have to deal with. But it's the same plan. If the plan was to have multiple locations, that's still the plan. You can't get to location 2 and be like, oh my God, it's too hard. It's too much work. It's too much this. Oh, this is too challenging. And these people won't come to work. All right, come on now. They won't come to work on time. These people won't follow, the policy and procedure. Or, okay, I done have 5 people quit in a week. The plan was still to have multiple locations. Now you can take different routes, but you still have to head straight forward to the plan. Yes? Yes. Good. All right. So again, having a plan B will be the greatest death to your success. Do not have plan Bs. Outline a very clear, structured plan A. Stay focused. That's where you're going. You may sometimes take a different route, like you may detour around an obstacle. You go around it, but you're still heading in the same direction, right? You're still heading in the same direction. Yes. So then you go and you stay focused, and intentional focus wins all the time. Vision yields discipline. Discipline yields absolute success. Yes. I want you to have fun. I want you to enjoy what you're doing. I want you to serve the masses with your talents and your gifts. And I'll just say, I want you to think big. I want you to build momentum, and I want you to scale fast. You want to be careful that you don't look back and you're 15 years in and you in the same exact place that you were when you started. Now, if you find yourself in that place, just like what I talked about last week, get help. You can't stay there. You got to get help. So if here's my plan A and I'm going this way, and you hit a stumble or you hit a mountain and you just don't have the knowledge or the skill set or the wherewithal to crumble that mountain, go and get help. But don't keep finding a way out. You got to find a way in. I got to find a way in to crumble that mountain. Okay. I need to find a way in to get to my plan A. There has to be a way in. Do you see where I'm going with that? Definitely. I love that. I love that. What'd you say? Let me see what you, yes, honey. Yes. Creating a plan will show you how to stay focused on that A game. Yes, it will. Thank you so much. Much love, IG. Much love. And so when I tell you that, if you don't be very careful, you will mess up your success. You will actually delay your success. You want to be careful with that. Yes. All right. Well, you guys know it's your chief visionary, Natasha Davis, right here every Thursday morning. I come live for the Real Biz Life. We go into my lab and I dissect the good, the bad, the ugly, and the possible in business. It's about that life. So let me tell you what, if you haven't jumped over to my YouTube channel yet, you can pop over there, subscribe to my channel, because I release 5 Simple Steps series and I'm dropping way more golden nuggets over there as well. Go to Impact Branding Videos on YouTube and you can subscribe to my channel. Family and Instagram, if you go to my link in the bio, you can hit that. You'll see YouTube channel says 5 Simple Steps series. You got a direct route right over there. Yes. All right. And remember, if you are looking for extra branding and marketing tips, just to kind of help you along the way, I will give you some good information once a month. I'll drop some new knowledge on you to kind of expand your thinking, lift the lid off your thinking. Go to www.getbrandingandmarketingtips.com. That's getbrandingandmarketingtips.com. And you can get some good information to help lift the lid off your ceiling. You guys know that I appreciate you so very much for hanging out with me every Thursday. Don't forget to bring somebody with you next week, so that we can all be together, because as you know, it's all about that one love. It's that one love. It's that one heart, so that we can do what? We can get together and we can feel all right. All right. Guess what? I do it for my culture. One love. Come on, guys. One heart. Let's get it. Let's get together and feel all right. That's right, guys. I do it for my culture. One love, blessings upon blessings. I'll see you next week. Bring a friend with you. Implement this information that I'm sharing with you. And if you are on the replay team, drop that hashtag replay team in the chat so I know you was with me. All right. You guys be good. Have a fabulous week, a great weekend. Remain safe and healthy. And as I say, intentional focus. That's what we're doing. All right. See you guys. Get to work.